All right. Good evening, everyone. How we are doing? Please make use of this comment section. Let me see if you can hear me very well. All right, that's fine. Good evening, guys. All right, that's fine. How are you? Without wasting much of our time, because I had a very long and very stressful day actually. So the class was more like be just 1 hour, like no more than that actually, because I'm very tired. And now I'm coming. All right. If you know you can hear me, right? No problem. Just make sure you're following very well and how. As I yesterday, I was actually talking about the concept of buy and sell, right? And I made mention of something more like ones are so sure of the trend, and trend of a particular market is what is the direction in which the market is actually following. Do you get that? So while considering direction, while considering trend, then what next are we to do on that is the fact that we just have to consider what entry. And our entry is what is either we are going long or we are going short. That's just it. So if you are going long, that means you are buying, and if you are going short, that means you are selling. So basically, for a long opportunity, I said something that what your stop loss would definitely be a price lower than your entry point, while your TP will definitely be a price what higher above your what entry point. So while considering that, what is entry point? The entry point is what the point in which you have interest in entering the market for either a buy or a sell. Do you understand that? So that's on period, like very simple aspect. So what? Then for a short opportunity, note that your stop loss will definitely be a price higher than your entry point, while your TP will be a price lower than your entry point. Do you get that? So example is someone asking a question. Sorry, you can't hear me. I don't get you. You can hear me or you can't hear me. Bukumi Deborah. So for example, this is actually a chart. This is a chart in front of me, and yeah, a 30-minute chart of GBP USD. As you can see, at the top left corner here is what is the top left corner here is what is where we have our is where we have what's it called the currency pair, and from that thanks. All right. Is there any question? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So as I was actually saying, take note of something. For a long open opportunity, that is for a buy setup, right? We have what referred to as we have what referred to as the stop loss being what? Being below a price lower than your entry point, while your TP will be a price higher than your entry point. Do you get that? While for While for a short opportunity, your stop loss will definitely be a price above what your entry point, while your TP will be a price below your entry point, right? I've made a simple analogy since yesterday and all. So now let me just do a little example here on the chart, and as you can see, I feel majority of us we should at least have a basic understanding of what all these things mean. We are still more like expatiating on what some terminologies we use and how we are actually applying them on the chart. Now, from my own hand here, I have my black candle being what? My bearish candle, that is the selling candle, while my red or any color you want to call it being what? My buying candle. So now I said something about your market trend. Now, as you can see, moving moving from this point, moving from this point to this point, as you can see, the market is actually moving from lower prices to what? Higher prices, creating a series of higher highs, higher lows, and the likes. So there are ways in which you can also easily recognize what a market trend. Let me quickly explain that. If this is if this is our market, yeah, something like this. Now, if this market is going to be a buy market if and only if we have something like this, yeah, creating series of highs, lows, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and so on and so forth. Yeah. What does this actually mean? It means that the price kept on creating higher prices. It's not even giving room for lower prices at all. That is, this is before you can actually identify something as an high and a low. Let me give you a simple labeling of it. I hope you guys can hear me. All right. So if you feel you can't hear me, send me a message. You make use of the chat box. Yeah, what's it called? Let's connect. Yeah, using the chats. I will see your message. I will see your question, and I'll definitely respond to that. Do you get that? So immediately after this, as you can, let me check. That's why I'm coming on here to check if you guys are dropping a question for me. Just make sure you use for your question. Make use of the chat box for your question, actually. All right, good evening. How are you? So as I was actually saying, explaining, yeah, yeah, I have no. I have what I can easily denote as an high, right? This is actually an high. I want to give you the labeling for a particular trend though. Now, this is no longer referred to as high. It is now referred to as what? Higher highs. Do you get that? So, and so on and so forth. This is also an higher high because this high is expected to be higher than the previous high. That's just a simple analogy in case you want to ask me why. And this is a low. This is a low. No. Okay. This was a lower high. Yeah. So this was an uptrend market. This is actually an example of an uptrend market. And okay. And as you can see, what makes this market a bullish market is what? Creating an high and a low. And immediately after that, the next thing is an high that is higher than the previous high. So the moment you start seeing high that is more like higher than the previous high, that means the market is creating what? Is creating an higher prices. And whenever the market is creating an higher prices, you have nothing to just worry about. Just know that your market is what? Is trending up. That is creating an upward momentum, giving an what? Upward momentum. Why the reverse is the case what? For a downtrend market, obviously. A downtrend market will be something like this, right? And the path for a downtrend market will be something like this. Now, this is just what? A simple analogy for a downtrend market. A downtrend market. And what we have here is what? An high. This place will now be what? Because the market is creating series of lows that is what? Lower than the previous one. We will now have a lower low instead of an higher low, because this, remember, this is now what? A bearish market. So here we'll be having an higher low. Yeah, higher low instead. Yeah, I believe we are getting this correctly. I don't know. Let me check the charts. We can hear you. All right. If you can't hear, then should probably mean your network. Do you get that? So something more like this. Have you? People can hear me now. Yeah, people can hear me actually. So just try and check if it's your network. So GBP USD, as I was saying, I was actually explaining a bullish and a bearish market, that is uptrend and a downtrend market. I'm just interchanging the English. They actually meaning the same thing. A bullish is also the same thing as an uptrend market, right? Why a bearish is also the same thing as a downtrend market or a bearish market. A bullish market is an uptrend market, and a buying market, that is all those kind of things. Do you get that? So I'm just interchanging the English just for you guys to at least have a proper understanding of everything. So now, let me now go on the charts to explain properly what I mean by a bullish and a bearish market. And there is actually a tool we use in identifying a bullish and a bearish market is what we refer to as what? Trend line. On your MetaTrader 4, once you click on your MetaTrader 4, you see an interface, a toggle interface for what? For indicator, indicator and object. Just click on the object aspect. Then you see you have access to trend line. Trend line will tell you the direction of the market as at that current period of time. Can you see now that the market is creating series of what? If you can check, it's trending up, not down, because this actually happens to be the starting high. This actually has to be the what? Starting low. This place is not expected to be forget about this range. The market is still in a bearish movement, but the leg is what we can actually refer to as this. This is the first touch, this is the second touch. All these ones, they are what? A ranging market inside the bullish run. Now, this is another high, this is another low. So instead, if you now want to label this, yeah, you label this as the high. Let me check. Let me label the high, right? This is actually the high. The low that created the high, right? So the next place to do is what? Is this place, because this is higher low. This is actually the higher low. Right? And this is what? The higher high. Can you say the simple explanation on the chart now? It's just something simple and easy. We get it. All right. That's nice. Thank you so much for getting. Do you get that? How many people is okay? 18 participants. All right. So this is more like how we can easily depict all this kind of thing on the charts. It's just by mere checking with your naked eye. You don't have to complicate things for you, for yourself. Of course, you're actually a beginner. You're a starter. You're just getting started. So I'm not expecting everything to look. And if I'm telling you it will definitely be all rosy and hot, then I'm actually lying. Do you get that? So it will take a whole lot of time, your dedication to the market itself, and how well you are able to see the impossible things, that is what people are probably finding difficult to see. Do you get that? So I feel I've been able to show example of a bullish market what on with real life charts. With real life chart, do you have any question? Let me check this. Let me check the comment section. Do you have any question before we proceed? Let me please respond to me. Do we have any question? Nobody is talking now. All right. So the next on the line is time frame. Basically, remember, I'm still explaining the what is most likely for us to get, to come across, so it won't look, maybe it won't look what's it called, strange, that time when probably we are diving straight, or diving down into what's the real business of the day when it comes to trading. Do you get that? So the next is what? Time frame. So on your MetaTrader 5, if you are using an iPhone, yeah, once you open your MetaTrader 5, you will see something more like maybe GBP USD, H1, M1, M5, depending on it. Just immediately above that GBP USD, or your currency pair, once you click on your chart, right, just immediately above it, right, at the top left corner, you will see It written there. Let me screenshot and send to the group. No. All right. Inú mi dùn, baby. Make we smoke back it tonight. Now me and you tonight. Oh, baby. I'm trying to. All right. Yeah, I've sent to the group. Time from MetaTrader. Okay. How can we differentiate a ranging market from the uptrend or downtrend market? Can you please? Okay. Does that mean we can have a ranging market in a downtrend market too? Yes, obviously. A ranging market is more like a market that is not trending either upward or downward. Instead, is giving what? A sideway movement. Example of a ranging market is this. You have something like this, then something like this. Then for your part, then you have it. Once it reaches the upper resistance point, it rejects to the lower like this. Can you see that it's not moving up or down? It's just moving in between what? A particular confinement. That is, once it touches a barrier, it rejects. This is what? Example of a ranging market. What you have in a ranging market is what? An high. You have high, lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, as and all and the likes and the likes. Do you get that? Have I been able to answer your question? Just 16 participants. Well, have I been able to answer the question, guys? Sorry, Aziz Balikis. All right, that's fine. Since you get that, so next is the what's it called? The time frame. Let me use the word time frame analysis, but let me just use the time frame. Yeah. What do we understand by time frame? Time frame is more like different time interval for viewing your charts. And for every time frame, it has its own words, characteristics. Do you get that? Now, what are the things as a beginner trader? What are the things you should take note of? Is in whatsoever you are doing, your monthly time frame, that's when you see MN, your weekly time frame, that's where you see W, your daily time frame means a lot, because what they do is they tell you the directional bias of what the market is doing over a long period or a long over a long period of time. For example, GBP USD, this is the monthly time frame over here. Let me check. You have it being displayed like this. I send the image to the group already. Yeah, I've sent to the group. It's more like the time frame is basically what you get that. So basically, I said as a beginner trader, yet you are not yet sure if you want to be a scalper, if you want to be a day trader, or you want to what be a swing trader. These are the type of traders you can choose to become. Is either you're a swing trader, a day trader, or what? A scalper. A scalper is actually the type of person that you come on the chart, maybe within you just check your 5 minute chart and you trade in the direction of the other flow. Then you probably buy or sell within a short period of time, maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes max, 1 hour. Do you get that? But a day trader is what? Someone that makes use of your 15-minute time frames analysis is always very strong. And what? It gives you an edge. And as a day trader, you are liable to at least still hold trades for a particular session, either the London session or the New York session. Do you get that? So immediately after that, we have what? A swing trader. Those are the types of trader that what? Holds trades for a for days, like 2, 3 days, 5 days, and a week and all. We also have position traders. Example of all these position traders are big financial institutions, which means they probably just pick trades once in a year, maybe twice in a year or so. So what a position trader does most of the time is they consider trading long term. That is, their the analysis stops mostly on 4 hours time frame. I believe you are making sense. Yes, it's possible for us to have a ranging market inside, in as much as the previous high or low did not take out the current high or low does not take out the previous one, then the market is ranging in between such a particular trend. Do you get that, Aziz? Please let me hear. Let me hear from us. Are we getting it? All right. The type of trader is either you are a scalper, a day trader, a swing trader, and a position trader. If you are a scalper, then your 5 minute time frame is always very important, because 5 minutes, 1 minute, that's where you probably enter your market, you enter within a short period of time, and take what you want to take and you get out. But a day trader is you are taking notes of every top down analysis, that is analysis from your monthly time frame, and your 15 minutes time frame looks so important and so nice to you, then you are considering picking trades on 15 minutes. Your stop loss is not always that wide as a day trader, but you guys will still understand that in terms of pips. Do you get that? While a swing trader is what? A type of trader that holds trade for days. You see a swing trader holding trade for 5 days, a week, 2 weeks and all. But the oga kpatakpata of them all is what? Is what? A position trader. A position trade, a position trader, they are the likes of big financial institutions, the banks and the likes, whereby they might probably just pick maybe no more than two trades in a whole 365 days. That is a year. They have the tendency of holding trades for months, even for years. Do you get it? That's why you see them. That's when you see them opening a very massive lot size. Do you get that? So advantages and disadvantages of all these things. As a scalper, you make quick money, but when you are not really okay, when you're not really grinded in what's it called, in what they are probably putting to you, then you get to lose more because as a scalper, you really don't follow market direction. Instead, Instead, what you just do is, you enter the market, enter, come out, and the like. But as a day trader, you trade in direction of the order flow. You are so sure of the trend of the particular market. Your entry is secured if you're actually a very good day trader and you understand what you are doing. Do you get that? So the advantages is you make more money and your mind is rest assured to some extent as a day trader. But as a swing trader, you have rest of mind, you have peace of mind, and you have the time to do anything you want to do outside trading. You can be a trader and you still work in some institutions. That's when you see them be like, oh, omo, whenever I have time, probably before you go to work, you analyze your market. Maybe at work, you just try checking once in a while, and that's all. You get that? So after a position trader, a swing trader, their own best time frame is what? 4 hours. 1 hour, 4 hours down to 1 hour. 1 hour time frame down to what? 4 hours. Right? While a day trader, you will see them from at least own analysis is still between 15-minute time frame, right? Down to at least let's say 4 hours. A swing trader, you see them between 1 minute, yeah, to 5 minutes. Yeah, a position trader, they are mostly concerned about the what? Monthly and what? Weekly time frame. Do you get that? Ask me your question, please. I know it might have maybe look corny already at that point. Yes or no? All right, that's fine. Since you guys are getting me correctly, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be candid. So back to our time frame. Yeah, we have time frame ranging from the monthly down to as low as 1 minute. We even have seconds time frame sef. Do you get that? All these things we are seeing here, they are time frame. They are time frames, right? Don't mind my chart. Let me increase it so that you guys will see very well. 100, yeah. I love it when my own chart is very small. So I don't know. I'll change it back, sha, but still for the sake of this class. So can you see ranging from 12 months down to as low as what? 1 second. But most of the time we are using a free account, so we might not have access to seconds time frame. Do you get that? But we have access to 1 minute, we have access to 5 minutes, we have access to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, one day, 1 week, and 1 month. Do you get that? You have access to others too, but at least that one sef don't do now, to na wahala we dey find if we don dey go too much. So all those kind of things. So basically what we do, each and every of these time frames, right, have their own characteristics actually. For a monthly time frame, it simply implies that each and every candle formed, right, on this particular time frame takes a whole 1 month to fully assemble. That is, one single candle that you are seeing here, it takes this single candle a whole month. That is, if this happens to be August, that is starting from the 1st of August till the 31st or 30th of August, this single candle is what we formed. So this, if you now want to check for a whole year, we have just 12 candle. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, right? So which means January started. This actually be this is actually the candlestick that started this year. So which means all through this year, this is actually the move that we've been able to see. I don't know if you are understanding it though. Starting from this point to this point, this is actually the whole move that we've been able to make so far this year. Can you see how little and small it is? And because of the time frame. Oh. If you go on lower time frame now, you will see. So remember, I said something on monthly time frame. Each and every candle, that is one single candle, takes good 30 or 31 days, depending on the month, for it to form. So what do you look out for here? You look out for previous highs and lows that the market might possibly be approaching. Just take note of that. That is, remember I said something in the FX market, we don't just assume. We base our conclusion on based on past experiences. So what has happened before will give us reference to what we are expecting in future on the chart. So this my marked out area, right? So far so good. Is the point we can easily say, oh, so far so good, oh, this year, this is what has happened on the charts. So as a trader, what you should do next after checking your monthly time frame is checking your weekly time frame. I hope you are all following me. Let me check. Is there any question? All right. Now, let's now check this and consider it very well now. This is the monthly time frame and weekly time frame rather, sorry. As a trader, this is the order in which you start checking if you want to start your analysis. Oh. You check your monthly time frame first, right? From monthly time frame, you proceed to what? The next step, which is what? Weekly time frame. What happens on the weekly time frame is each and every candlestick that we are seeing on this particular time frame, it takes good 5 days to form on the currency market, while good 7 days to form on the synthetic indices market. Remember, my own area of specialization is what? Currency pair. Not that I don't trade synthetic indices, but I really don't. I'm not really a fan. So, no. They mean no can co. That's what they do. That's what they base on. They base their what's it called on. But I personally, I base mine on what? Currency pair alone. And it has really been okay and nice. So far, so good. I've never regretted choosing currency pair. Yeah. So, I was actually saying, I said something for your monthly time frame. What happen on monthly time frame is what? Each and every candlestick being formed on this particular time frame takes good 5 days to form. That is good 1 week, one trading week to form. So what we should probably now be expecting on monthly time frame also is previous highs and lows. Where it is the market possibly trying to approach? That should be our question. That should be the next question. Like, where? How? What do we think the market is trying to do? A very good question. Do you get that? So, what you should be after is trying to mark out previous highs and lows and see. Can you see? Can you see how I'm marking out lows, different highs and lows? That is previous highs and previous lows. What has happened so far in the past? Is there any question? Let me check. All right. You are getting, oh, thank you very much for that. Anyone that's jotting down notes should please help with their notes because I can barely hear what the tutor is saying. Wow. Wow. At least you guys should hear me now. I'm talking no. I'm actually saying something and I'm even shouting self. I'm shouting. So maybe your phone or so. Help with the notes, okay? Maybe people jotting. Everything I've been saying since morning is actually coming from my head. So I'm not even jotting anything down. I'm just keeping notes of some important things that I just want to make mention of. I have some keywords just pointed out already. Nothing really serious. Still. So anybody jotting should help others. I beg you. Yeah, I believe we can hear that now, and I think we should proceed. So on weekly time frame, what happened is each candle is being formed for just one full 1 week. And from there, what are we now expecting? What you should now do is you mark out your previous highs and lows. You mark out where is it possible for the market to take off from or to be going to. Do you get that? That's when you just have to make use of your line and you start checking. Everything we are doing in trading is what? We are proposing, oh, this should happen. Oh, I think this should. If this is not happening, then this should happen. Right? So that's just it. Previous highs and lows. And I will not still be mentioning any other thing aside from highs and lows. Stick to that first. Then you try and build yourself around it. Understand that concept first. Yeah. So immediately after the weekly time frame, what you just do is I told you something that the monthly and the weekly time frame they are mostly for position traders. What they do is as a position trader, once they are on weekly time frame, they just wait. That's why you see them waiting for months before they pick one single trade because they wait a whole lot. After that, they just execute their own trade. For example, now a position trader would have probably go long somewhere around here, enter for a long opportunity. Their stop loss might probably be here, while their take profit will be as wide as this. Can you see? So before they can make 1 to 2 risk to reward, they have to wait for months. Now, the disadvantages of being a position trader is your stop loss will be fucking wide. Sorry, sorry for the effort, but still, your stop loss will be really wide. Like for example, now imagine my stop loss here is 549 pips. While my target is what 100 and $1,500 and 1,500 pips. I don't know if you are getting that correctly. Do you get that,
Yeah,
guys?
She does not let me.
So, guys, do you understand that one of the disadvantages of being a position trader is your stop loss will be wide and you have to wait for too long before you are able to at least execute just one single trade. And who wants to do that? I don't think any of us wants to. Maybe you have to wait for days, days can wait for months, maybe 3 months plus before you pick a single trade, and even you are not so sure if the trade will go your way or not. But the flex is you have time for other things. You have time for other things, you have time to diversify and all. As for me, my final target for this bullish movement on GBPUSD is this my high here. But before that, does that mean the market will just keep buying? No. I'll see series of buys and sells in between. So this after my weekly time frame, what's next is what? My daily time frame. And one of the characteristics of daily time frame is what? Each and every candlestick being formed. Remember, this my marked out area is what has been happening so far in the year 2024. That is what has been happening so far in the year 2024. And on daily time frame, each and every candlestick being formed on daily time frame takes good 24 hours for it to form complete. And I've been saying something concerning candlesticks and all. Remember, I've said it before, but let me repeat it. For you to have a candlestick, it has different components. A candlestick has different components. Consider what I'm drawing currently as a candlestick. It's possible we have something like this. Yeah, we have something like this. Let me now label. Awolowo, Fagolo. Yeah, let me use price label. No, no, okay. Not price label, Jerry. I want to call out. Yeah. Now, no, no. This is what the eye, the eye of this candle. Please, you guys should take note of how I am labeling this. I'm trying to call it out so you guys will understand perfectly. This is the high. Now, for a bullish candle, right? That is, just picture this. Let me use a simple analogy. Your candlestick is All right, so I'm checking the group, but someone is responding already. So let's check. Remember, I said for a bullish candlestick, that means your market is trending up, is moving up. That is, it started somewhere below, now targeting higher prices. Now, this will now be my words. Hey, this will be my close. This will be my open, and this will be my low. Simple as ABC. Now, check. Check very well. Check it out. This is just a simple anatomy of what a candlestick looks like. Let me use an anchored text. This is what we refer to as what? A candlestick in general. So for a bearish candlestick, the reverse is the case. Let me check. Is someone saying anyone that is just saying okay? All right. So check this out. If you understand this itself, then you've already understood, let me say, 70-80% of everything, because the basics of what we are doing in trading is what focuses on what candlestick. All right, someone is trying to tell me I should draw for what a bearish candle. Let me make the color black. Let me fill it with black, or no, let me fill it up with black. All right, guys, assuming this is a candlestick, right? This is another candlestick. Now, but in this case, a bearish candlestick. This is still the high. This is the low. I hope you guys are getting how well I'm actually explaining this. Now, remember, this is a bearish candlestick. That is, it is starting somewhere around upper prices. So the close in a bearish candlestick will be below the open. Now, check it out. Everything we are doing is what? We are just reversing virtually everything. A candlestick will definitely have an high, a low, the open and the close. But the position of this will be dependent on what? Either the candle is bullish or bearish in nature. If your candle is bullish, then that means it is starting from a particular lower price. That is, it is opening from a lower prices approaching the higher prices. Do you get that? Why for a bearish candlestick, it means it is starting from an higher price, now coming down, right, to a lower price. But one thing is highs and lows, they are constant. So this itself is what referred to as what? Body of your candle. Now, you guys will check through for the labeling. Oh. Are we getting this right? Let me check our message. I'm not even talking to people here, Sha. Do you have any question? Check through very well and ask me your question, please. Omo, I'm tired though. And I think we should be stopping there. Do you have question for me? Please ask me your question. Ẹ ti tóbi tó Jésù. I'm waiting for questions, please. At least. Do you have any question for me? Me, I've come to at least the end of tonight's class. Oh. I cannot even go more than this. I'm tired. Red and green candlestick. Which one is red? No, this one, this red one, right, is the bullish. I was just explaining. This is the bullish candlestick because what distinguishes bullish from bearish is for a bullish candlestick, the open will be below the close. That is, the market will close above the open for a bullish candlestick, while for a bearish candlestick, the market will close below the open of the particular market. That's it. Yeah. In the absence of no question, then we've come to the end of tonight's class actually. I'm actually still waiting to answer questions though. Okay. If you cannot find the chat box here on YouTube, you can just come on the group here. Ask your question on the group and I will answer before I end the call, please. Yeah, you're welcome to Luani. All right. In the absence of no question, have a wonderful night rest. Good night, everyone. I'll send I'll send an assignment to the group whereby we'll submit here. Remember to type down maybe tonight or tomorrow, then I'll send it. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye. Peace out.